So we're outside for one of the final recaps from Harvey Bows of the week, and we figured that just with a small bit of daylight remaining, it'd be really nice to experience the outdoors rather than being stuck inside the office, as you know, we're going to be getting used to a lot of this in the coming couple of weeks here in South Wales. Now, for a lot of you remember that we had the South Wales property meet last night, and we were joined by Howard Bows of Harvey Bows, who was discussing in a little bit more detail some creative ways to finance your properties by way of deferred consideration, looking at different types of bridging, open market bridging and open market term loans. We're also joined gratefully by Clear Griffiths-Davis, the weatherman on the BBC, and he gave us an amazing talk discussing how you can have a full-time demanding job whilst also maintaining a property portfolio. And there were some amazing things in there that gave us some great tips in order to make this work, certainly if you're in that boat yourselves. Now, one of the things that have come up in our day at work today was based around multi-unit blocks. Now, it was a question on Facebook that simply asked, can you refinance or can you mortgage 6 individual flats as one unit rather than 6 individual elements? And the answer to that is actually quite simple. Yes, you can. Now, there are plenty of lenders that will do this, and they refer to this as a multi-unit block or a multi-unit freehold block. So if you're ever looking out for any deals for that, check out either MUB or MUFB when you're looking at very specific mortgage products. Now, the idea of this is that they will take security of one block with the units inside. So you don't have to worry about individual mortgages on each of these. It's much easier. Now, depending on who you go with as a lender and depending on whether you've split the title or whether you haven't, some lenders will prefer that you have one company, for example, if you're doing a limited company, owning the freehold and the other owning the leasehold. Or it may well be, if you haven't done that title split, you can do it all under one company. Now, there's lots of lenders that will lend on these multi-unit freehold blocks. If you've got a block up to 20 units, then someone like Paragon would be able to do that as a limited company, 75% loan to value at an interest rate of around 3.5% to 4%. But you can also look to lenders like TNW and Kent Reliance, who will do the same sort of thing. Now, if you do happen to find yourself with a very large multi-unit block that has many units in it, say maybe 30 or 40, then you might have to go elsewhere. But a bank like Cambridge and Counties would be one of the early contenders to make this work for you, that will look at the overall product and see how that fits what you're trying to achieve. So it's really, really useful to have some of these little tips in the pipeline so you know what to look into when you're trying to refinance them, certainly even if you're trying to purchase them as well. So multi-unit blocks, yes, they can be financed as one entity rather than individual units. So I hope you guys all have a wonderful evening lined up, whether you're doing some online seminars, some online networking, or if you're just taking an opportunity to have a well-earned night off and good rest. I hope you all enjoy your evening, whatever you're up to, and we'll be back with our final recap of the week tomorrow evening. Take care.